Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and go over your corrections. So make sure on your blank sheet of paper you guys have correction EE3, comma 4 corrections, also your name, and so on a separate sheet of paper. So you guys are going to turn these in with your assessment. Okay, and I haven't graded them yet, but I'm sure you guys did an awesome job. You guys are going to notice there's 2 blanks up here. This is actually on standard 3 and 4. Standard 3 was just basically being able to write numbers in standard form and scientific notation, and also 4 was being able to add, subtract, multiply, divide in scientific notation. So I gave you 2 different scores on this assessment. So here we go. First one, this is incorrect. So incorrect, because you guys know why. Because 32 isn't between 1 and 10. Okay. Second one, yes, it's okay. So you can just write yes. So correct these as we go. I think most everybody will probably get the first 2 right. This one here, this is a tiny little decimal, so make sure your exponent has a negative number on it. So this would be 3. We know it's got to be between the 3 and the 4. So 3.45 times 10 to the, I don't know, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the negative 5th. Next one. So correct these as we go if you missed them. All right, so write the number in standard form. This would be, we're going to move the decimal 5 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to have to put 2 zeros in there. So we got 293 or 2953, and put your 2 zeros in, and then your new decimal goes right there. This one here, we're going to circle the smaller number. Well, clearly this one's smaller because it's going to have, it's 10 to the negative 5th. This one over here is 10 to the negative 3rd, and negative 5 is smaller than negative 3. You could have also written this out as 0.000093 and 0.0034, and clearly this one is less than that one. Okay, that's justification, because you had to justify in this also. Down here we are adding like terms. Basically they both have 10 to the 3rd, so we didn't have to manipulate this problem. 5.4 plus 7.2, I believe, is 12.6 times 10 to the 3rd. But a lot of you guys are realizing 12.6 is not between 1 and 10, so we have to decrease the coefficient and increase the exponent. So this would be 1.26 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, moving on. This one, again, these are both like terms. They both have a 10 to the negative 8th, which really makes life easy. 12.4 minus 4.9, I believe, is 7.5. 7.5 times 10 to the negative 8th. It's in scientific notation, so we're good. Backside, here we go. This is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to have to increase this exponent and decrease that coefficient. That's 0.38 times 10 to the 7th, and 6.5 times 10 to the 7th. 6.5 minus 0.38, I believe, is 6.12 times 10 to the 7th. So just correct these as we go. Okay. Over here, some of you, I think, probably decreased this exponent to a negative 3. That means you're going to have to increase the coefficient. Okay. So if you increase the coefficient, this would be 56 instead of 5.6 times 10 to the negative 3rd, because negative 2 to negative 3 is actually a decrease, plus 8.6 times 10 to the negative 3. So this is going to be a grand total. 56 plus 8.6 is 64.6 times 10 to the negative 3rd. Oh boy. Yeah, red flag should be going off right now. This is not between 1 and 10, so we got to what? Decrease the coefficient, increase the exponent. So this is 6.46 times 10 to the negative 2nd. Okay, and finally, write the 2 distances in the same form. Well, the 2 distances up here in the problem are here and here. I just turned them both into scientific. So this would be 4.453 times 10 to the third. And then this one here is 5.522 times 10 to the third. Well, that's great. They're pretty easy to compare now. They both have the same exponent, so let's just look at the coefficients. 5.5 is bigger than 4.4, so right there. So which distance is greater? Well, the distance from Vancouver to Miami is bigger, okay? So the distance from Vancouver to Miami is bigger, okay? And finally, and that should be a complete sentence, okay? That's what I was looking for. Real world problems will involve a sentence or two. Now, what is the sum of the two distances? Well, what we're going to do, since they're both in scientific notation, and they both have 10 to the thirds, we're just going to add these up because they want the sum of these distances. That would be like 9.975, I believe, 9.975 times 10 to the third. And this would be in kilometers, so I was really looking for a km here, because that's the sum of the two distances. Okay, so you just had to write it in scientific notation. So there you go. All right, guys, just put your corrections on the back of your paper and on your CFA, and let's get this turned in, and we will see you guys later.